What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Quote of the day: I have a lot of problems, I just manage them well. The Catalyst. Song of the day: Demons by If Not For Me. So, I was having a discussion the other day, and someone was asking for advice and on a certain issue, and I decided to give some advice. I decided to relay some things that helped me manage different things that happened in my life. This person laughed and said, "You don't count, you never have problems." I paused, I looked up, and I laughed. And I said, "Ma'am, I have a lot of problems, I just manage them well." You see, you might be under the perception that people who are successful are lucky. You might be under the perception that people who are successful don't have a lot of opposition. They have a huge fan club. They are blessed and all of these other things. And while some of that might be true, you have to understand everybody has problems. Everyone has some situation, some obstacle, some challenge that's going to try to keep them from getting what they want. The difference from the ordinary people and the extraordinary people, the difference between those who are contenders and those who become champions, the difference maker is how we manage those problems, how we confront those problems, how we look at those problems. I have a lot of things that come against me. I have a lot of insecurities. I have a lot of things that I wish I could change or do better, things that I feel like I fell short of. The only difference is how I deal with those shortcomings, how I deal with that perception, how I deal with that sense of failure or disappointment is different than how you deal with it. You're going to have these situations come about. You're going to have things that are going to happen in your life that you're going to have to deal with and go forward. But if you refuse to deal with them, if you don't come up with a plan to deal with them, if you don't start to gain the tools and the knowledge to deal with them, problems will become insurmountable. Everything looks like it's impossible if there's no plan or resources or tools to deal with it. If I tell you I want you to build a house and just walk away, where would you even start? Would you start by looking for the land? Would you start by looking for the materials? Would you start by hiring a construction company or seeking zoning permits from the city? Where would you start? But if I told you that we are building a house, and these are the plans to do, and this is the part that I need you to execute, now that sounds a lot more manageable. I just need you to secure this amount of lumber for this project. Well, that sounds like something I could do. Let me research where to buy lumber in bulk, the different companies, how much it's going to cost, and then go back to my manager and tell them, hey, this is... My point is, don't look at someone who's successful. Don't look at an example of someone who's successful and just assume that they don't have problems. And that's why they're successful, and that's why you can't be successful. Everyone who you look at as an example or a role model, they have shortcomings too. They have things that they have to manage too. That does not make you special or unique because you have problems. We all do. But we will learn how to manage them. We will learn how to overcome them. We will learn how to control them. And we will learn how to obtain the goals that we seek to achieve. All right, guys. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to one another. Keep me in your prayers. I'll forever keep you in mind. Endure, believe, rise.